Gained 150,000 fans from that amazing opener.
You sure did.
Ah, 3 stars. Alright. So let's take a look at the news here, then. We got the fact that Daivari was just signed off a free agency to an exclusive contract with SmackDown. It'll fill up the roster and should make for some very interesting match.
You know, I certainly agree with that statement there, Grim.
Of course, Triple H there is the new WWE champion. Match of the week here listed for John Cena facing Rowdy Roddy Piper. The standout match for SmackDown. I would concur, that was an amazing match. The sleeper match that excited the fans was Rob Van Dam. I know, a single tear rolls down your cheek, defeating Batista. And Kurt Angle, and you remember what match he was?
Angle was the manager for Chris Benoit against
yes.
Shawn Michaels, which is weird that it's mentioning Kurt Angle.
Yes, interesting indeed. All right. Yes, air conditioner. Let's go ahead and save. Whew. An intense first week. So many more weeks to go. All right, air conditioner. You can stop with the commentary. I know, it makes J2 die a little on the inside to hear that Rob Van Dam is progressing.
Just a bit.
And, thankfully I did manage to get some available cash there. A little bit. From all the adverts. Okay, let's take a look at... Not the news, damn it. I already looked at the news. So, did you want to set your card up first, or you want me to set up first again?
I'll set up first.
Okay. Let me go ahead and wipe my hands off. Alright. Let me check out the reports first. SmackDown results, of course, SmackDown only had 4 matches on the card. A 3-star match, Shawn Michaels versus Chris Benoit and Kurt Angle. Two and a half for that match. 3 stars for John Cena and Roddy Piper, and then 2 stars for Daivari wrestling again.
Sure.
And then Raw results here. Solid matches across the board. 2.5 stars for the tag team belts. Bobby Lashley with Ric Flair. 3 stars for the Intercontinental Championship and Mick Foley versus Edge. 2.5 for the Triple Threat Women's Championship, and 3.5 for Triple H defeating Undertaker on Monday Night Raw. Of course, nothing on Heat. Fan support-wise, we've seen a little bit of a change already. JR has some reports. You can go to hell. Financials. How much money did I blow through? Quite a bit. Got a bit from live attendance, promotional income, and television revenue. Okay. Alright, let's switch to SmackDown then. Where would you like to go first?
Let's go ahead and go to the rosters.
Okay.
And head towards free agency.
Alright.
We're going to go ahead and pick up a cruiserweight here. And we're going to go ahead and pick up Chavo Guerrero.
Chavo!
Ooh, Chavo!
How long will you be signing Chavo?
Chavo is going to be around for a bit, actually. Chavo can stick around for 3 months.
Okay.
And we're also going to go ahead and sign ourselves. Let's see here.
Of course, you're capable of editing that spreadsheet on your own, or like sorting by columns or whatever, if you want to do anything of the sort.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like
Why don't we go ahead?
That's what that's there as, like a assistant tool, especially since you can't directly control the game.
Let's go ahead and pick up Lance Cade.
Okay, Lance Cade, another heelish person. Look at that douche. 5 weeks, it's got to be.
Yep, that's fine. And that's it for the hires and free agency.
All right.
let's go ahead and head towards our matches.
Okay. You're in Kansas City, Kansas. I'm in
Kansas
Shreveport,
City.
Louisiana. Louisiana.
Louisiana and Kansas, huh? Well, nobody's from Kansas. So let's go ahead and head towards the matches.
Looks like no one's in Louisiana, Kansas City, Kansas, or Louisiana. I thought someone was from Louisiana. Suppose they're just not on the roster. This roster, then. No, well. Let me flip back.
By Leonardo da Vinci.
All right.
Nothing on velocity. We are going to do. Oh wow! It actually saved everything.
And I told it to at least. I told it to like save the settings because I wanted them for me, and it looks like it does it for you too. So you can just we can easily erase that stuff.
Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of the main event Davari match.
Okay.
And our new main event is going to be. We'll make it a. Scroll down.
Sure. Single tag team, 6-man tag, elimination tag, triple threat, fatal 4-way, handicap, backstage brawls, first blood, hardcore, ladder, steel cage, submission, table, TLC.
Let's go ahead and make our main event for tonight a submission match.
I wonder who this is going to have. Single?
What's ultimate submission?
Ultimate submission is this time length thing that I told you we were not doing 60 minutes of.
Oh yeah. We're not doing that. Not yet for this one.
Not yet.
Not yet for this one. Go ahead and go single.
Alright. It suggests Daivari Umaga. I think you went two other people, though.
I think so too. We're gonna go ahead and make our main event here. Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit.
Okay.
In a non-title submission single match. That's our main event.
Okay. And they are already booked in this crap, but that can easily be erased.
Good. Match 5 will be a rematch between John Cena and Roddy Piper.
Any differences in this match?
Not yet.
Okay. Then promo 2?
Promo 2.
You have new superstar, which can build hype for the first appearance of a newly acquired superstar, which you would be building hype for Chavo.
Yeah, no.
Rivalry, which allows you to sustain a rivalry in place of a match. Inactive superstar allows you to rest a superstar while maintaining their popularity. Dirty clean turn allows you to turn someone. Interview space allows you to boost a match rating as well as increase the popularity of a superstar. Rivalry attack allows you to have basically like superstars who are in a rivalry attack each other.
I think we're just going to go with the advertising promos for these go-rounds again.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and set that one up, too.
Let's see here. Match 4 is Daivari, Carlito, Booker T, and Randy Orton. We're going to switch that up.
Okay.
And this time it's not going to be Daivari. It's going to be Lance Cade. And I'm going to leave those guys alone. Welcome to SmackDown, bitch!
That's pretty much what it is. And you have match 3.
Let's see here. Match 3 is going to be a...
Let's start a riot.
Single.
All right.
That's a lie. Handicap.
Okay.
One on 2.
All right.
Daivari. And flip side is going to be Rey Mysterio and Chavo.
All right. Done.
Okay. Promos, good. Match number 2. I'll have matches for this go around.
Bye, people who are leaving.
Yeah.
Yes, Bart, and it's Raw because that's what the Divas were after the match. Damn.
Go ahead, click match 2.
All right.
And let's see here. Go with a tag team match.
All right.
Let's go with a tornado tag.
Ooh.
And we've got Booker T, and we're going to switch Booker T's partner there because Rey Mysterio is obviously already in a match.
Right.
It's going to be Booker T, who I think I made clean.
I think he's dirty, and I think you already have him in like a 3-on-1. I'm not sure.
Do I?
I mean, we can easily select the people and then check.
Yeah. We'll do Booker T and Randy Orton versus Ken Kennedy and switch out Chris Benoit. And we're going to put in JBL.
Okay. Yes, Booker T and Randy Orton are already booked for
The handicap, yeah.
for the Crush Lance Cade match.
Okay. Switch up match 2 again. And switch out Booker T. Let's replace him with Chavo. Not Chavo, Carlito.
He's already in that Crush
God
match
damn it!
as well. I know. You're like, son of a bitch.
So good with those crush matches.
This is what happens when you have, I think you have like 15 people.
Yeah. Smaller roster. Let's go back. And fine, we'll do singles. Shut up. No managers. Switch out Carlito. JBL.
Alright. Heel on heel action.
No.
And then anything for match 1?
Match 1.
You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so there's 2 of your wrestlers who aren't being used.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels is 1.
Shawn Michaels is definitely one of them. And hell if I know who the other one is. Shawn Michaels, is it? No,
It's
not Piper.
it's Umaga. It's
Ah,
Umaga.
Umaga. Alright. So what do you want to do with this match then?
Yeah. So let's do a single, no manager, Shawn Umaga.
Okay. Alright. You good?
Yeah.
Okay. Then to Raw I go. Let me check my rivalries out. Alright, we got some thumbs. I had a Divas rivalry here that's not there anymore. I guess it's because it involved the championship? Maybe it's probably because it just didn't do well. Well, if that's the case then, why don't we involve the Divas elsewhere? What if I do Divas team up? No, then I would have to get Melina involved with that one, I'm pretty sure. Well, how about we'll try a Diva Jealousy then. That'll last for 3 weeks, and will involve Lita, Mickie James, and the champion. We'll do that then. Okay, that'll be fine. Free agency wise, let me go ahead and sort people here. why don't we bring on Trevor Murdoch for 5 weeks? And why don't we bring on Viscera for 5 weeks?
Big V.
Yeah, whatever. Let me take a look at the roster here of people. Triple H's popularity, of course, went up. He's doing alright. Batista's popularity went down, of course, because he lost a match. So Mick Foley's, Edge, Rob Van Dam, Undertaker, Ric Flair. Alright, and some people, basically the folks who fought in the triple threat match, are slightly fatigued. Well, we can take care of that. Alright. Let me book from this event following up. Let's see here what I want to do. How about we try a... I don't think I can actually book from that going forward. How about we have the women in the same spot, and instead of all of that, we'll do a handicap match. 1-on-2. This will be a non-title match. Trish Stratus won the belt, and Lita and Mickie James are pretty upset about that. So they're gonna basically beat her down a bit. It's gonna cause her to lose some popularity, I think. Oh well. That'll be fine. I suppose I could always bring like a scrub. Nah, that'll be fine. We'll keep a rivalry going there. Undertaker versus Triple H. How would I like to use you folks? Non-title match. Let's go ahead and have you do a...
Be pretty interesting to do a first blood match after he made Undertaker bleed.
That could be a thought, but I don't want to do that right now. Instead, like, the Raw GM will say is gonna make them work together, basically. Force them to work together. Sort of like the tease. So, tag versus tag here, wise. So, Undertaker... No, not that. Non-title match. Tag team. Normal tag. Undertaker and Triple H, and it'll be against Trevor Murdoch and Viscera. Basically, like, to see whether Undertaker and Triple H can work together, like, after that. To see if any tension builds up. It's 1-on-2. I think I'll do an advertising promo there. Match 4 here, though. Let me think. We're gonna have these two. Mick Foley's saying he's a little upset over what just transpired there. You know, his loss. And so he's like, fuck you then. Let's do this, bitch. Hardcore single match. Mick Foley is gonna see if he can take Edge to school. Whew, that costs some money. Match 3 here is gonna have it's gonna have a single no manager with manager. It's gonna be Batista. No. Rob Van Dam's the one who won the belt. It'll be a non-belt match. And Batista will be his manager. Wink, wink. His manager, yes. Totally his manager. I won't fuck with the match at all. And Trevor Murdoch, you get to wrestle again. Now, this first promo... Bikini contest, maybe? Yeah! Let's, you know, I can't do that. I can't fucking do it. I can't bring myself to do it. I'd get angry.
They're not gonna show anything.
I know. I just still can't bring myself to do it. Let's do another advertising promo like J2 did for the... Okay, fine. Alright. So, Trish should be one of them, and... Melina's still stuck in her hell. We'll just have it be, well... I don't know who would be the most fitting here. Mickie James or Lita? Who does Johnny Jeremy or Jeremy Johnny want to see?
And out of the two things that I saw, well, the four things that I saw, I was most fond of the two that came from the delicious Lita.
Okay, so then we'll have Trish Stratus and Lita there in a bikini contest before their handicap 1-on-2 with Lita with Mickie James getting left out, perhaps wrongly so. Bobby Lashley will say managed to snatch away Melina, and so now Ric Flair is going to be fighting without the manager, and we'll see where that goes. Or...
Well, Ric Flair won the last match. Why would Melina switch sides to Bobby Lashley?
You're right. Either that or he, like, stole her away, basically. We're going to have, like, a
You don't steal a
match.
woman from Slick Rick. Come on, now.
I know. That's why it would be so upsetting, right?
It would be. You're right.
We'll say that this is going to be a handicap match. A 1-on-3 with Bobby Lashley, Ric Flair, and Melina in a mixed match. And this will be against Viscera, who's just interjecting himself into the situation.
Well, he's the big love machine. Of course he is.
That's right. And Bobby Lashley and Ric Flair are forced in the same team, and Melina's there as well. As for match 1, I do want to use all these folks again. So this will be a non-title match. I'd rather have them fight other people, but this will be fun. We'll have it be a tornado tag match then. We'll see where it goes.
Quick rematch.
Yes, it's not for the belt. Big Show. All the belts will be kept until the pay-per-view. You know, maybe not. Fuck that shit. Finlay and Kane were the winners of the belts, and they deserve to enjoy those a bit. And they're going to face Viscera and Trevor Murdoch together. Viscera and Trevor Murdoch are getting a crash course through WWE.
I wasn't going to do that, but if you're going to do it, I'm going to do it too. Just letting you know that right now.
What? You're the one who started doing this crap.
I didn't do 3 matches with the same people.
Alright, I'll stick it to 2 then. It's like I can do it too, Dan.
You can do it too, but I haven't done 3. So until I do 3, you can't do 3. Otherwise, you do 3, I'm gonna do 3.
I don't like your rules. They're dumb. We go ahead and fill out my spreadsheet with the matches I put down. Trish and Lita. And then match 1 is Big Show, Matt Hardy versus basically the same thing. So I can just copy that, and it's Viscera v. Lashley, Flair, Melina. Next up, we have Trevor Murdoch. Murdoch v. RVD with Batista. Match 4 is Mick Foley, Hardcore. Foley v. Edge. Win Trish. Win Edge. Match 5 is a handicap. Trish v. Lita James. And main event is Taker HHH v. Murdoch Viscera. I will be amused if Murdoch and Viscera managed to win that after being fatigued a bit. Okay. That'll be good for me. Before I confirm, though, and hopefully it saved all those settings. It did. I want to save. Okay. Schedule. I will now confirm the match card. Yeah, baby. And looks like we'll start with me first. So, which one of these matches do you want to see, if any of them?
Probably Mick Foley versus Edge.
Okay, in a hardcore single match. Let's go ahead and simulate this. Non-title match, Finlay and Kane easily managed to beat Big Show and Hardy again. Viscera challenging Bobby Lashley, Melina, and Ric Flair, but the real story here is how Lashley and Flair will work together. Especially with Melina there in this mixed tag match. Of course, the team of three wins. Trevor Murdoch here against Rob Van Dam with Batista as manager. This, of course, is a non-title match. Rob Van Dam wins. Mick Foley versus Edge in a hardcore match. We've had a great show on Monday Night Raw for you folks already. This one might very well be the highlight.
Mrs. Foley's baby boy has come home to Raw.
Mick Foley, the savvy veteran here.
You know, one wonders, Grim, what diabolical schemes does Mick Foley have in mind right now for this hardcore match against Edge?
That being said, Edge has quite a bit of experience in hardcore matches as well. He's gone the distance with quite a number of implements. I certainly don't think Edge is out of his element here.
But how much damage does Edge want to risk against the veteran Foley?
And the opponent.
But again, think of how much damage Mick Foley himself has sustained over all of the rough matches he's had. Edge here on his own, it's so interesting to see him walk out to the ringside by himself.
Well, when you are when you're walking down to the ring for a hardcore match where anything goes and blood will no doubt be spilt, you don't necessarily want to bring counterparts to the ring.
I understand.
Certainly it does seem that Edge wants to make a good showing and is quite proud of himself there as he gestures to the crowd.
That's absolutely. Not only did he defeat Mick Foley last week, but he is ready to take this to the next step with a hardcore match. Rob Van
I don't know,
Dam
Mick Foley, King of the Deathmatch, 1995, certainly has the experience under his belt.
Don't forget, this is a #1 contender sort of build-up here. Whoever prevails between these two will be the ones to challenge for the title after Backlash.
Foley and Edge gesturing each other out, and Kyoto rings the bell.
Here we go. Hardcore match here on Monday Night Raw. You can't see this action anywhere else.
No, you certainly cannot, and it's pretty nice that USA Network has allowed for us to raise the television rating on this to TV-14.
Indeed. It's so unusual to see a hardcore match like this outside of a pay-per-view, but this new Raw general manager is certainly pulling all the stops here.
Well, when he wants to win, and by God, he has sure done a good job so far. Although I question his decision regarding the recent Trevor Murdoch handicap match.
Well, perhaps he's taken a few pointers from the SmackDown GM, who has seemingly run Daivari into the ground already.
Could be indeed, but followers never prosper there, Grim. Followers never prosper.
Yeah, but Raw won the ratings war last week against SmackDown.
It sure did. 150,000 new viewers towards Raw.
Which is admittedly interesting, Johnny Jeremy, because the two shows don't even compete on the same day. Like, anyone who wants to watch Raw can just as easily watch SmackDown, could they not?
You know, I don't, you're digging into things way above my pay grade here. I get paid to, sit down and watch some wrestling with you, not, just about some financials. That's the GM's job. Now, you telling me I want to be, if I can be GM? Sure, pay me.
Seems perfectly reasonable. Mick Foley and Edge duking it out here without any weapons or implements of any sort. Mick Foley gaining an early edge right now.
Well, Mick Foley does have the experience on his side there, Grim, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot more coming out of Foley than we do Edge.
Mick Foley chops him down and gets a sledgehammer.
Mick Foley with the sledgehammer, and it looks like he might be going into a submission maneuver.
Single leg Boston Crab, but Edge is so close to the ropes. Edge is... Wait! No ropes! No ropes, not in this match! I just got so excited by seeing the sledgehammer, I damn forgot.
Double arm DDT by Mick Foley. Edge is down. And Foley's got the sledgehammer.
Oh! It starts
looks like he's trying to choke him out.
And Mick Foley decides that's enough of that weapon. And...
He changes his mind, Grim. He changes his mind. He's not done with the guy yet.
perhaps he's taken one too many chair hits in his lifetime.
A crotch shot right to the groin.
Oh!
And another shot, this time much more severe than the first.
Mick Foley in his element here. Oh, man.
Another double arm DDT, and Edge is hurting.
Edge might have made a serious mistake here choosing to challenge the savvy Foley here in a hardcore match.
Edge desperately grabbing at Foley for any opportunity to get the sledgehammer away from him. Manages to DDT him.
Oh man, the two staring at each other. Edge chops Foley, makes him drop the hammer.
Ooh, Foley swings and misses with the hammer.
Mick Foley says, alright, I need a breather. Maybe the hammer isn't working out. Mick Foley, I'm not too sure what he's doing.
Looks like he's taunting Edge, trying to bring him to the outside.
And Edge ain't having any of it, daring Mick Foley to step back into the ring. No. Edge comes out and throws Mick Foley back in.
Oh, but then right into the waiting sledgehammer. And again, another choking maneuver.
Now Mick Foley steps back into the ring with a convenient chair waiting right there, and
Who left that chair there?
Mick Foley hunches over and drops it. What could he be planning?
Another groin shot.
And then the sledgehammer. What could he be doing?
Looks like Foley tripped over himself.
Huh.
Not surprising.
Again.
Lack of balance by Foley.
Keep in mind, everyone, folks at home, millions watching all around the world, that Mick Foley has fought in many hardcore matches, and he has sustained severe injuries. It could be that this, like that shot there, is incapacitating him.
I don't know if Foley knows where he's at.
Indeed, Edge hasn't mounted much of an offense so far in this match, but he might be able to gain the upper hand. And Mick Foley says no.
Edge with a quick kick to the gut.
Is he gonna drop on the chair?
He did! Right onto the chair.
And Edge now, the rated R superstar, has the chair and wildly...
I think he was anticipating the opponent to actually stand up, Grim.
Edge decides that he doesn't want the chair. He'll get another weapon. But it's not good enough. Not against Mick Foley. Oh man, Edge there. 2 chair shots. The chair looks so as out of shape as Edge does.
Another coin shot by Mick. Like I said earlier,
Oh, and an eye poke.
you don't mess with Mick Foley in his sanctum.
Keep in mind, folks, this is a no disqualification match here. Courtesy of it being hardcore, the referee cannot stop any of this. No matter what his jazz hands tell you. Foley tossed to the corner. Edge stands there taunting, showing his back to Mick Foley.
Edge swings and misses.
Oh!
And connects.
Oh, again!
To the face, and now Edge seems to have the advantage.
Taunting Mick Foley, daring him to get back up, which he does, and remains on his feet.
Mick Foley's taken a lot of punishment over the years, Grim. C4 explosions falling from the top of a Hell in a Cell.
Oh! Edge wrestles the chair for Mick Foley, and Mick Foley takes it back! Hey, see, Billy.
He's going after him!
And manages to knock him in another double arm DDT!
Double arm DDT to the floor, and he's going for the pin.
Mick Foley exacts his revenge against Edge in a hardcore match.
Mrs. Foley's baby boy certainly knows how to swing a chair, and a sledgehammer, and a barbed wire plank.
Here's your winner, Mick Foley.
And the crowd is eating it up tonight.
Surprised we didn't see any blood there, Grim.
No, perhaps it is for the best. Perhaps it is for the best. I know, his flannel armor is keeping the damage to a minimal Slackstar. Alright. A quick match. Relatively. That's like Diva's match length, perhaps a little bit longer. And then Trish Stratus versus Lita and Mickie James. I know who I'm expecting to win this one, and we don't have to deal with a creepy creepy announcer. Yes, Lita and Mickie James win, and then Undertaker and Triple H lose! Trevor Murdoch. That certainly tells a story all of its own. Undertaker and Triple H absolutely incapable of working together. Perhaps the Phenom still remembers being cut open on last week's Monday Night Raw.
Damn, I wish I saw that match.
Damn, that's gonna make a great next week moving forward, because in order for Trevor Murdoch and Mister to win, Taker and Triple H must have been terrible at working with each other.
Yeah.
Like Taker might have just fucking tombstone Triple H in the middle of the ring and just fucking like walked away, basically. Or like Triple H tries to make the hot tag and Taker just like pulls the hand away.
Steps off, yep.
Oh man, that's
Even
great.
when we don't watch the match, we're watching the match in our heads.
Yep. That's gonna be great for the storyline. And as for this, Shawn Michaels versus Umaga, JBL versus King Kennedy, poor Daivari, poor Lance Cade, John Cena. I think I want to see the submission match between these two submission specialists, Kurt Angle versus Chris Benoit.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and simulate this. Shawn Michaels versus Umaga. Shawn Michaels, Heartbreak Kid, wins. JBL versus Ken Kennedy, which one of these two heels can prevail? Ken Kennedy gets the win over JBL. Daivari here in the squash match against Rey Mysterio and Chavo. Rey Mysterio and Chavo win. Lance Cade and his SmackDown debut.
It's the welcoming party, Grim.
John Cena versus Roddy Piper in a rematch from last week. John Cena wins. Roddy Piper here, 0-2. And Kurt Angle versus Chris Benoit in a submission match. Carlita's like, what the fuck you mean Triple H and Taker lost? Those two already fought that night.
contest is a submission match. On the way to the ring, from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in
suck.
at 230 pounds,
You suck.
Kurt Angle.
You suck.
Welcome back,
You
ladies and gentlemen,
suck.
to WWE SmackDown. As always, I am your host, Johnny Jeremy, and with me, as always, is my counterpart, No Name. Now, as far as our current contest, our main event for this evening, we've got the Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle, going one-on-one with the Canadian crippler, Chris Benoit.
Yes, the specialty for this one being a submission match, both of them known over the years as experts in submission maneuvers. It'll be interesting to see who comes out here tonight in SmackDown.
And the opponent, from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 234 pounds, Chris Benoit.
I also need to mark down who won those matches.
Now, Tony Chimmel refers to Chris Benoit as hailing from Atlanta, Georgia, and yes, that is where he lives, but don't forget that Benoit was also a member of the Hart family dungeon. He did his schooling with Bret Hart, Owen Hart, and Stu Hart. He knows how to turn a submission maneuver. And obviously, as you well know, Kurt Angle, the 1996 Olympic gold medalist, won the gold medal with a broken neck, and now is here in the WWE to be the World Heavyweight Champion.
Let's see here, April 15th. Mark that down. Close out of that. Good. Just want to note down my wins, primarily Murdoch and Viscera defeating Taker and Triple H. After already having wrestled that night. And here we go, main event here of SmackDown. Crippler Crossface versus Kurt Angle in a submission match. Ignorant fan up in the stands saying we want tables.
This match is not about tables in the slightest. This match is to make the other guys say, I quit.
Make them tap out, give into pain. Who do you have in this match here?
Both men are certainly masters of their craft. However, if I had to pick the one individual to come out on top in this contest, it'd have to be the Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle.
I just can't see that, not with the years of legacy and destruction that Chris Benoit has brought upon WWE. He's
Both
got the
men-
clear advantage here. Oh! Low blow.
Advantages don't matter when you need to take advantage of your opponent.
Cheap shot by Kurt Angle. Cheap shot, and the ref does nothing. This is a submission match, not a brawl.
If I got my nuts shot like that, I'd submit too.
Chris Benoit goes into the first submission match of the match. Oh, first submission of the match. Kurt Angle slightly weakened. Benoit
Quickly back to his feet.
Benoit getting him prepared already for the crossface.
Some people say that Kurt Angle has had a bit of a hot streak lately. A bit more hot under the collar. Seems that Angle's been getting a bit of a temper.
I don't understand that. He doesn't even have any collars.
Nor does he have any hair either, but we don't talk about that.
Oh, another cheap shot, and the referee still does nothing.
As I said, a little hot under the collar there, and Kurt Angle does not take too lightly, or too kindly, to Chris Benoit.
I personally think he's a fool to anger Chris Benoit like that. Chris Benoit has shown that he has quite a temper if it gets riled. Irish whip there. Chris Benoit taken down a bit from it. And
Another suplex by Chris Benoit takes Angle down.
demonstrating his strength to the Olympic gold medalist.
Watching these superstars go at it reminds me
Kurt Angle manages to, bring Chris
Again!
Benoit.
An atomic drop, an inverted atomic drop brings Chris Benoit down to the mat.
But Chris Benoit quickly rises to his feet and once again takes advantage of the situation and looks to repay Kurt Angle for all the cheap shots. While the referee phases in and out of reality.
Now, you could say that both these gentlemen here have a,
Top rope!
a
Top rope! Top rope
Angle
maneuver!
with the top rope and misses!
Overshoots Chris Benoit.
Both these men have a score to settle. It could be that they want to find out who actually is the top submission specialist in the WWE.
Kurt Angle going for punches. 2, 3. Oh! Chris Benoit counters, pushes him off.
Angle hurting. Benoit taking the breather.
Benoit snapped into another corner and driven into it.
Both men are attempting to hurt their bodies.
Kurt Angle easily slings Benoit over his shoulders. And submission move, here we go. Remember, folks, this is the name of the game. Pinfalls do not count. You must make your opponent tap out. Oh, look at how horribly Chris Benoit's leg is contorted there.
Chris won't easily submit, though.
Angle lock! Angle lock!
He's got it locked in, and Benoit is right in the ring. He's near the ropes, but it looks like he just can't reach.
Kurt Angle lets go. Flashbacks to Daivari versus Chris Benoit. Dude. Kurt Angle treating Chris Benoit like a toy here, working on the legs. Keeping Chris Benoit on his back. Oh.
Benoit looking more and more hurt by each passing
We're
second.
going to see another angle lock. We're going to see another angle lock. Chris Benoit powerless to stop the gold medalist from dominating now.
He has certainly done some severe damage to Benoit's legs.
Can Benoit even mount any resistance at all? No, single leg Boston Crab.
And again, another submission maneuver by Kurt Angle.
Transitioning
He just
again.
continues into the next submission maneuver.
Anaconda Vice, I think? My goodness, Chris Benoit kept here on the ground. Can't even stand up. Could we see a third angle lock already? No! Chris Benoit gets to a knee, punches Kurt Angle off of him.
Chris needs to do something and do something fast in order to counter against Kurt Angle.
How does Kurt Angle even have the strength to stand up now? Oh! He remains standing. Rolls it off. Oh, and a takedown from the savvy Kurt Angle.
Lock.
Chris Benoit so
Another
close to the
angle lock.
ropes, but dragged away.
He's getting closer. He's
Oh,
getting closer
man.
to tapping.
And Kurt
A
Angle.
second away.
Kurt Angle just can't finish the job. Almost slumped there like, what do I need to do to put Chris Benoit away?
Angle again, ready, waiting, almost like a viper in wait.
And this should do it. There's no way Chris Benoit can fight back. Referee, put this match out of its misery.
He
Chris
grabbed the rope.
Benoit manages to reach the rope. Kurt Angle fails to drag Chris Benoit away.
He won't let go, though.
Won't let go. Referee, do something.
Man, these two individuals, I don't know how Chris Benoit has yet to submit. He just simply does not have I quit in him.
Indeed not. And Kurt Angle on the ground. Chris Benoit needs all the respite he can get. Benoit stumbling
Benoit
there.
stumbles. He cannot put any weight on that leg anymore.
And Kurt Angle with another takedown, now working on Benoit's head. just to get Benoit down on the ground again. And then
Kurt Angle,
back to
one of
legs.
the quickest individuals to ever win the WWE Championship so soon after his debut, certainly proving his championship caliber here on SmackDown.
Kurt Angle treating him like a chew toy, and Benoit's so close to the ropes. Can he just reach out? No, Kurt Angle drags him into the ring! Drags him into the ring! How is Benoit holding on?
But Benoit just simply will not tap. He doesn't have it in him.
Kurt Angle's tiring out here. Looks like he too doesn't know how Benoit hasn't tapped. Hey there, goal. Benoit struggling again on a knee to fight back. Get some sort of momentum, and he does with the German suplex.
This is the time that Benoit needs to recover.
But it's not enough time with another eye rake. Kurt Angle easily shoving Chris Benoit around here in this ring. Benoit struggling to stay on his feet, but he can't withstand so many cheap shots like that. Benoit dragged back into the center of the ring. Will he tap? Oh, he's fighting.
So close.
Kurt Angle simply running out of energy there. Can't maintain the angle lock any longer.
But there's nothing Benoit can do to simply stop him. Right back into another angle lock.
Kurt Angle catches his breath and then dives back into it. Can't Benoit manage?
Angle at this point just does not know what to do. He's given the man 7, 8 angle locks.
Goes back to the head, hoping that by depriving blood, might be able to make it so that Chris Benoit taps out.
This match certainly more one-sided than I originally thought.
Indeed, I thought Chris Benoit would spend more time on his legs, not off them.
Angle just truly showing just how good he is as a submission specialist. He's taunting the man now.
Daring the crippler to do something. Anything. Normally, I wouldn't say anyone should do that to Chris Benoit, but in this case, Kurt Angle is making his presence known. Oh!
And another
Spear.
takedown by Angle. And again into another angle lock.
Chris Benoit, just tap! Just tap! Referee, call off the match! Call it off! Call it off! Kurt Angle, let's
And
go for
again,
only a
right
second!
into another angle lock. The
There's no
tears
way.
are streaming down Benoit's face.
How does he have the strength, the pride to do anything to stop Kurt Angle?
We need to get a doctor out here now.
It's like Chris Benoit is daring Angle to just break the damn thing. How does he have the strength, the fortitude to stand or even run on it?
Benoit might not have been able to put on the greatest showing as far as taking Angle down, but he sure as hell has shown the highest level of pain that I have ever seen before.
Kurt just wrenching that leg over and over again. It's only a matter of time. The human body can only withstand so much.
I think I see a smile on Angle's face.
He might be enjoying this. You said that he was getting hot under the collar. He's relishing this opportunity to destroy Chris Benoit in the ring.
And again, another angle lock. Benoit in the middle of the ring. And yet still will not tap out. But Angle does not stop and goes for another angle lock.
I don't understand. How is
The
Chris
man
Benoit
does not have
surrendered?
grit in him. The man does not have quit in him. He does not know the meaning of the word.
What an incredible match tonight here in the main event of SmackDown.
You can't get the quality of this match anywhere else. Benoit with the maneuver.
Benoit manages to get Angle up over his shoulders despite all of the leg trauma.
Benoit, I don't even know how he's standing at this point.
Angle reeling and slowly getting back to his feet, but a drop kick!
A drop kick by
How?
Benoit.
How?
How is he even putting any weight on that leg?
How?
An elbow.
A right hook.
Armbar.
Oh! And Kurt Angle trying to do his damnedest to get Benoit back down on the mat.
He can't though. Benoit again with the comeback.
Benoit taking a breather. Single leg. Single
Now it's
leg.
Benoit's turn for the legs.
If you can just get Kurt Angle on the mat and Benoit can take a breather or something. Oh, Benoit with a takedown. Clothesline.
And a
German
German
suplex again. Oh, Kurt Angle landing right on his head.
Angle's neck must be in pain. Agony.
Chris Benoit drags him to the center of the ring, goes to the legs, flips him over, and works
another
back in the
single
legs.
leg. STF.
No!
He went into an STF.
Thought I saw John Cena out here for a second.
How is Benoit still in
Another
this
drop
match?
kick into a crippler crossface.
crossface. Benoit's got the crippler crossface locked in.
Man, if Kurt Angle tapped out, no.
But he reached the
No.
ropes. Oh, he reached the ropes.
Chris Benoit just couldn't get him away from the ropes. Kurt Angle too strong.
Chris Benoit, student of the legendary Hard Dungeon, does not have quit in him.
No. And Chris Benoit managing to find the strength to lift up Kurt Angle after everything that's been put on his legs. Could we see another crossface? No, Benoit struggling to recover.
Benoit still needs to take that breather. Armbar takedown by Benoit.
Benoit looks like he's getting some strength back in him with a third German
Another
suplex.
German suplex.
Incredible.
Benoit cracking his neck as almost as if he enjoys this.
Chris Benoit now being controlled once again, sent to the corner. Kurt Angle stares, surveying the
He's
situation.
almost afraid of the man.
And then
But
counters!
German
of
suplex
his
to Kurt
own.
Angle's own. Angle brings up Benoit. Big mistake. Into a crippler crossface.
Kurt Angle's so close to the ropes, though. Could he just grab it again? Could he grab him again? Reaching out. Reaching out. So close. And Benoit runs out of energy, gasping in pain.
Benoit just simply does not have the power left in him to pull off that maneuver at full power.
Not after all the damage Kurt Angle already did.
But I think for the first time in this match, the tables have turned.
Oh, a takedown. Kurt Angle rolling around on the mat in agony. And an eye poke from Angle. Ah! Referee!
Back elbow by Benoit.
Knee to the gut. And the strength of Benoit!
How did he manage to hold the guy over his head?
After everything Kurt Angle's put him through.
My God. Benoit into another single leg Boston Crab.
Can Kurt Angle manage to escape from this? No! He taps!
taps!
He taps
Angle
the single leg
taps!
Boston Crab! How did Chris Benoit do it?
Angle taps Benoit! Benoit! Benoit!
Chris Benoit wins!
Benoit!
Here's your
How did he prevail? How?
Chris Benoit.
Benoit manages to break out of 13 angle locks.
And with a series of German suplexes, musters a comeback and makes Kurt Angle tap not to the crossface, but to a single leg Boston Crab.
My God, what a match.
That was more exciting than Benoit and Davari was. Whatever we fucking. Oh shit. Man, it's pretty good.
That was good.